Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome, movie fans. Welcome to Cheap Shot Entertainment. This is the dedicated movie channel, Quick Shot Reviews, where we review a movie once a week, where we go to the cinema and see the latest releases. We thank you very much for joining us. If you're new, please do follow and like us. If you're returning, thank you very much for doing so. Today's film is going to be one that, it's 10 years on. It's Saw X, as in 10, because of Roman numerals and things like that. But Saw 10 is back to basics in how it handles things. Well, let's do some housekeeping first. The film is around 1 hour and 58 minutes long. It is, it does fill most of that runtime actually, and it does use it very well. So points for that one. Released in 2023 and is a full-on 18 rated film because it does contain some gory scenes and some mild language. So the official it's officially a horror mystery thriller, and the official blurb for this film is: a sick and desperate John travels to Mexico for a risky and experimental medical procedure in hopes of a miracle cure for his cancer, only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most vulnerable, those darned bookers. So the director here is Kevin Greutert, and the writers are Peter Goldfinger and Josh Solberg. So Josh Solberg I recognise as one of the writers of quite a few of the Saw films. So you know it's going to be in keeping with things as we go along. So the cast is as follows. Tobin Bell obviously plays John Kramer. He gets reintroduced in this one. You can almost think of it as Saw 1.5, so to speak. And we do get Amanda Young in here as well, coming back to the series, as played by Shawnee Smith. And then you got Sion Makodi Lund playing Cecilia, who is the doctor who is defrauding, and aiming to give the impression that she is and has a miracle cure thanks to her dad for a lot of ailments, especially cancer. Stephen Brand plays Parker Sears. We got Renata Vecker playing Gabriella, who is the sort of vulnerable young person who answers the door and sort of befriends John Kramer. Joshua Akamoto plays Diego. Octavia Hinojosa plays Mateo, and Paulette Hernandez plays Valentina. And that's pretty much it. You've also got Costa Mandalore playing Hoffman, and Michael Beach playing Henry Kessler. They are the main characters. So as we go along, we meet these characters, and they are well fleshed out in this movie, which I do respect quite a lot, because a lot of movies have a lot of characters and a lot of sidetracks, and they don't really flesh out the characters. And I'll get more into that when it comes to reviewing The Exorcist. So this one is really good. Like I say, it's back to basics. It's not just set in one room, but it's set in one location, and the crescendo is set in one room, much like the original film. Like I say, this is between the first film where Kramer is and has been doing his building his traps, setting them up, putting people in them, etc., etc. He's got Hoffman on his side. Amanda's always also joined him, and like I say, it's billed as in between Saw 1 and Saw 2. Obviously, Saw 1 is the famous one, being in the bathroom and the dead body on the floor, whereas Saw 2 is a bit more like a House of Fun kind of thing, where there's quite a few people in the one location. But if you haven't seen either of them, they're well worth a watch, definitely. I do have Saw on DVD. I don't have any of the others. So, that's just me, I suppose. So, yes, the film is very worth watching. Is it better than the first one? No. But it is one of those films where they've shown love for the original material. They have some wicked ideas for traps as well, including the first kill, I suppose, which is featured heavily on the poster, but I won't spoil what it does. It does have certain flaws. I could see what was coming a mile away, and there's no getting round that. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen pretty much the whole film. It's one of those. However, it's very, very enjoyable, and if you are a fan of Saw movies and sort of the torture horror movies, the psychological ones, then this film is definitely worth a watch. So I would suggest very much so that you should go and watch this film. Saw X by Kevin Grutted. Anyway, we're going to sort of leave this podcast there. Well, the aim of these podcasts is to is always and has always been to give you quick reviews, give you my thoughts, give you an overview of the film and what I thought of it. As ever, the sound design is brilliant, the set design is great, the traps are quite ingenious, and the level of thought that's gone into it is really good and quite impressive. So, as I said earlier, very much worth watching this one. Okay, I will leave you there, film fans. We've got more to come. We've got The Exorcist Believer on the way, and I will see you for that one. Enjoy your films. If you've been to see Saw X, do get in contact with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook. That's really weird. This film is Saw X, and you can get in contact with us on X. It needs to go back to being called Twitter. It's easier, even though X is just one letter. Anyway, I will see you there. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to the podcast.
And I'll see you next time, Cheap Shot Nation. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Hiya. Hiya.